Okay, guys, let me proceed and change the date in this notice board and session started. And now let me move ahead and tell you what actually is the current situation in our journey. So we have understood nothing related to Salesforce Apex programming or Salesforce programming as of now. We have just seen the essential things which you should know in the Salesforce. But then we are now going to start with the very important thing that is called as the collection. In that, we saw some information about the list collection. Mute the mic, and then after that, we are going to move ahead to see the remaining things in the collection. And this way, we are going to take our first step towards the Salesforce journey. So, that will be and how we are going to do this, let us see one by one. So point number one here, what we are going to do is this. So first of all, I think there was any question in the previous session asked. Was there any assignment in the previous session asked? And so what was that? Yeah, I think the for loop, right? For loop, the for each loop for email address, right? So in the last exercise or in the last session, we had a discussion about one requirement, and the requirement which was given is to work on the real-time scenario practice. That is the combination of the list and the combination of for each loop, and by that combination we are supposed to work. That was my requirement given to you, and that requirement is in front of you, and here we go. Now, can any kind of a systematic student following all the systematic best practices, please paste your answer. If you think your answer is not systematic, then please don't paste, because I'm going to show your answer to students, and I don't want to give any wrong message to the student. Fine. So I'm going to take one. Fantastic. I can see some good answers, and let me see one of the random answer from that. And fine. I'll just take. I can see most of the answers are very good, and here you go. Most of the answers are good, so I'm just going to take a random value. So salaries we didn't want to take, so we have taken the list of integer, because of course I have said to take the salary in integer, not in fractions. Fine, it's okay. Double or integer, anything is fine. Then add the salaries. Then to display values using for each loop, that's a comment. Good. That's important thing. Why you are using for each loop? Then you created one box, one small box, one temporary variable called as where employee list. Uh, but why you are using such kind of name? That's a wrong thing. Such kind of naming convention is not required. Wait, where employee sal? Wait. You have used wrong naming convention. Fine. Let me now make correction quickly here. This should be where employee salary list. This should be the name actually, and this name should be here used here. Or let me just do one thing. Replace. This is mistake, by the way. Anyways, let me correct so others can quickly understand. So that is point number one. Then point number two. Then array list. What is array list? There's nothing called as array list in Salesforce. Oh God, lots of mistakes in this answer. Wait, I'm not going to take this answer. I will take some other student's answer. And this one looks good. And just 1 minute. Just give 1 second. And let me now replace this code. So now here where employee salary list, yeah, very good convention created, 10 values added, good. Then here you could also give some kind of comment, by the way. Here also comment can be added. So I will not add that, but I will just guide you. Comment can be added here, what you are trying to do. After this, here you can also add one more comment. what you're trying to do, because this is the best practice for your job. And taking a temporary variable, very good, that's correct. Now we want a temporary variable because in the list I'm having all these values, 10k, 20k, 30k, etc. Now I want a temporary variable of the same category, integer, where one value will come and it will come here and processing will happen. Second value will come, processing will happen. Third value will come, processing will happen. This way, I want a box or temporary variable. That's why I'm taking temporary variable, because at a time I cannot work on all. I want one by one rotation on that. Correct. And you're processing, you're taking all the values from the collection. Very good. And finally, you are printing the current value is equal to, that's also very good. Fine. Okay. This one is good. Okay. So I hope everyone got the answer, and this is the answer of your question. And anyone did not do that, then it's very bad, because you should be doing this. It's very straightforward, and we have seen all the information. And please note here, now apart from that, you are having any kind of questions, then ask me later. Now we have to immediately move for the next type of collection, and that is the collection called as set. So you can ask me at the end if you have any kind of questions, not right now. So now let me move for set. And you know the meaning of set now, and you know the importance of set also. Let me give you some quick interview questions what you need to answer for the set, and let me tell you here on the screen itself. So let me just show you here, and here we go. So set, it's having collection of unordered elements. We don't have any indexing numbering. There is no numbering. Hence, we can never tell which values in set is present, which values in set are present in which location. Set cannot contain duplicates. It can store any primitive data type, integer, string, or any user defined data type. Example, S object. Okay. Next, apart from that, here, please do one thing. Just 1 minute. So now here, it can store any primitive data type called as integer, string, anything, or any user defined data type. Absolutely fine. You can store anything in the list, you can store anything in the set, totally fine. Okay. And it's a common thing, by the way. We are doing nothing special in set. It's the same thing in set, list, map, everything same, nothing special. Set can be used for storing any such data where we strictly want the data to be unique. Yes. User ID, bank account number, PAN number for Indian people, SSN for USA people. Absolutely fine. Tip number one, in real-time projects, whenever we are going to work on the records ID or user ID or any such unique data, we will use set. Okay. And next thing is that tip number two, more than 15% of the time we are going to use set in our career, means in 1 month you are creating 100 collections, then very high chances that 15 will be set. And now it's time to go for quickly the requirement. Open the window, be fast, quickly, and go to the Salesforce environment fast. Everyone be fast. Go to the Salesforce environment quickly. Go to the Salesforce environment. Last 5 seconds. And again, I'm expecting good performance from you guys, like the way I have seen in the past week, because here even non-developers are working on the requirement. It looks really cool to see such kind of things from those guys who never done programming in your life. And now let me do one thing. Let me show you what exactly is happening here. So I'm going to now here go to my debug and anonymous window, and my requirement is, see, I'm going to now be I'm going to be your senior now. I'm not your trainer, so don't expect me to be a trainer for next 20 minutes. I'm not your trainer, and this is my requirement. This is my requirement. Okay, I'm going to work on my thing, you work on your thing. This is what seniors will do, by the way, in your office. And they will just give you some information int, but they will not help you. So that's one thing you need to understand. And your requirement, just give 1 second. This is your requirement. Okay, fine. Now start working ASAP because you're already having good idea about collections list. So my first thing, I'm going to declare a set, and I declare the set. You do this now quickly. I'm done with my first step. You also do that with your first step. By the way, which type of collection you are going to use? It's a string data or boolean? What is the answer? String or boolean? Which is correct answer for you? String and boolean. Are you going to use string or are you going to use boolean? So which is the correct option for you in terms of selection of this set collection? I'm I'm going to give you two options for this. Okay, good. No one gave wrong answer. I'm very happy because I was trying to confuse you. Oh, one wrong answer. Very surprising. The person who said string, how it's string? It's a numerical value. Why you're using string? Wrong answer. Only one person gave wrong answer. Remaining gave correct answer. Very good. So it's a integer format for you. Very good. Okay, done. So now next is please add some values. I'm going to add my values and I'm going to also tell you what are your values, and here we go. I'm going to add my values. Please you do one thing, add 111222333 for yourself. Add your values. And please don't forget using quotation mark for 111222333. Please don't forget to put quotation marks. Correct? Is that right? Is it wrong? Why? Why it's wrong? I have given your P1, P2, P3 in quotation marks. So what is the problem for you? Yes, very good. For numbers, we don't put quotation marks. Very good. So that was a wrong statement to confuse you, to test you. All right. So now I'm going to show you my answer. Execute and click on debug only and look at this. What I entered in that collection, it's coming in the set. Tell me, what about you? It's working? Yes or no? And if you want to see my code also, let me show you on the screen. And you can see my screen and you can see the background. Okay, fine. Now till this point, anyone is struggling? Till this point, anyone is struggling? Just say yes. Just say yes. Just say yes. Then I will ask someone to paste the code to me and I will show you on the screen. You are struggling? Okay, fine. Someone please paste your code in the chat box. Your code, please. Please paste your code. Yeah, fine. Thank you. Got it. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Yeah. So I'll just copy this. And anyone who said struggling, look at this answer and see what you have done and see what what your colleague is doing. So anyone who said struggling, is it clear now? All good? Ready to proceed ahead? The person who said yes, struggling, are you ready to proceed ahead? This is the answer for you on the screen, or even I will paste in the chat box. If you want to copy, copy it. And now don't struggle. Now here onwards, be on the same page like others. Okay, fine. So now after this, one more thing. Okay, already fine, great. Now I'm going to now work on another thing. So I want to see the length, by the way. So which function I should use, guys? I want to see the size. How many values are there in my collection? Which function? Which functionality? Size functionality. Very good. I'm doing the same thing. You also do the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. You also do the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. You also do the same thing. And I'm going to run the code. By the way, you don't need to see my screen again and again and again. You should be having your own confidence, own idea, own knowledge now how to write the functions. So once I say size, it should be enough now for you to understand what exactly meaning of that. So please note, our target is to become self-dependent in this training program. How many people done? Just type done if it is done. Great. Fantastic. Okay, now here, let me do one more thing. Fantastic. Good going. Now I have a question for you. I have a question for you. This is the interview question, okay? This is the interview question. What happens when we add a duplicate value in set in anonymous window? Now you check and tell me what will happen. Add a duplicate value and tell me the answer. What will happen? For example, means what I'm doing, what I will do is now I will add one more p1, a duplicate value, okay? And after that I will just print it, and I will see what will happen. But sorry, not length, by the way, not length, but this one, entire set I want to print, okay? Now tell me what is happening. What is happening? Just do this and see what's happening. First of all, is it giving an error? Is it giving an error to you? No error. Very good. It's going no, giving no error. Correct. Fine. Important point is note, you will get no error in the anonymous window. But when it is not giving error, does that mean it's adding duplicate also? Yes, correct. It's not giving error also. It's not giving duplicate also. Well done. Please note, in anonymous window, it will not happen. But when you write Apex class or programming in future, at that time it will give error. Okay, not here. At that time it will give error, not here. That's why this interview question was asked. Please note this point. Okay, here it will not give an error. Okay, that's fine. Now, so duplicates are not allowed. It will neglect the duplicate. Fine. And next, now if I want to see, is the set contains anything? Now suppose there are 5,000 values in the set, and I want to see whether a value, let's say a name of or let's say salaries of 5,000 employees are there, okay? And I want to see whether there is any salary 9999. Is it a easy thing for me? Out of 5,000 values, is it easy thing for me? Is it easy thing for me? No, correct. You're right. It's not easy thing for me. Now there is a function called as contains. There is a function called as contains, and I want to see p3. I want to see p3 is present or not in my collection. I'm using function contains, in the bracket I'm writing p3, but that will give me the value, and that value is coming in the left hand side as an answer. And for that, the data type is removed from my side intentionally. Can you guess what should be the data type of that variable? Please note, this function will give me some answer. That's why here I have given equal to at the left hand side, and I have a box called as var check the val. But what should be the data type of that box? Can you guess? This is something I already told you in the basic session of Salesforce. Yes. First of all, tell me what it should say. Tell me in the simple English language. In simple English, what it should say. What it should give you the answer. Yes or no. Very good. Yes or no. Correct. Yes or no, or true or false. Very good. And for that, I told you one type of data type in the previous session, and that's called as Boolean. So anyone who said Boolean, you are absolutely right. For such kind of answers, yes or no, the answer is Boolean. Very good. Please do that and search in your case whether 333 is present or not. Search it and tell me what's coming. In your case, 333 present or not. Let me execute and see what it is telling me. Look at this last one. It's saying me, I'm asking P3 is present. It's saying true. Yes, it's present. By the way, even though we say yes or no, but actually it will come true. But that's okay. You are a beginner level people. That's why I'm using the word like yes or no. But actually, technically, it will say true or false, not yes or no. How many people done? Okay, you want to see the code, and let me show you. Okay, now let me show you the code also. and look at the code and look at the answer in the background. So this is the function you are going to use in your projects whenever you want to search something, is it present in the set or not. Okay, done. Can I move ahead? But now, till this point, if anyone is there who is struggling, without any hesitation, please tell me. Anyone struggling, please say yes. Are you struggling? Please say yes. Just say yes. Don't hesitate. Don't feel shy. Just say yes. You are struggling? Okay. Can someone please give me the answer in the chat box? Yeah, thank you. So let me now copy this answer and let me now paste in the chat box. Use this answer. Anyone is struggling? See the answer, compare, see why you're struggling when other people in the batch are working fine, where you're doing mistake, try to understand, and let me know if you don't understand any function. If you're doing any kind of semicolon mistake or syntax mistake, for that purpose, I'm giving the code to you so that you can identify. But if you are not clear about any concept, then ask me immediately because I'm trying to make everything clear for you guys. So just compare with this code, by the way. Please compare this code and see your code and figure out the answer. Okay. And if you're still struggling, you're still not able to do anything, then just copy this code and use it. And at the end of the session, ask me the question. Fine, guys. It's time. So those who are struggling, can I move ahead? Those who are struggling, can I move ahead? Can I move ahead? Great. So now I'm going to move ahead. Now I have one more question. And here, this is the question for you. If you want to remove any item from the set, then there is a function called as remove, and in the bracket you need to give that particular value. But I don't understand why Salesforce is telling something like this, because in the previous example of list I passed the position number 0, remove from 5, remove from 6, and why Salesforce is not allowing me here? Can I use something like the position 0? Simple. Why should I say P3 and P1 and etc.? So tell me guys, I'm your junior and I'm asking this question to you. Why can't I use directly number? Why I should mention P3, P2? Yes, correct answer. There is no indexing available in the set, so there is no number. So forget about you and me. Even Salesforce doesn't know what is the number of which value. Please note, it's a numberless railway having no numbers, just random things. Okay, very good, correct answer. That's why we cannot use it this way. We can use in this way only. This way only we can use it. Okay. Mute the mic. How many times I need to tell mute the mic? Everyone is okay to proceed? Remove the value. Value removed. And the final thing, and this one will be now easy for everyone. So again, tell me here, if I have a function and the function is something like this, to see whether the value is empty or not, then in this case, what actually I should do here? Yes, of course, again, empty is going to give what kind of data, guys? Integer or string? The return value will be what? Integer or string? Either it's integer, either it's string. Tell me the correct answer. And unfortunately, one person said string, one person said integer. I'm surprised. So, for example, the person who said string and the person who said integer. Suppose I'm going to ask you some kind of question that, let's say I ask you, I don't know why you're saying integer or string. Suppose I ask you that, are you working in Salesforce industry? Then will you answer me, hi, string 29? Are you going to answer me like this? Are you a human being? Hello, 69, 54. Are you going to say something like this? No. What you will say yes or no. Simple. Are you going to say hi, hello, 29, 96? Then why you said integer and string? There is no meaning of that. You are going to only say me yes or no. The answer for such questions are only one thing, and only two things like yes or no. So please note that don't have such kind of confusion, because when I'm asking is it empty or not, Salesforce will tell me only one thing, yes or no, nothing else. So that's a boolean, and there is no reason you should say integer or string. So I'm very sure now that here onwards you will not have any kind of such confusion. Wherever yes or no, it's boolean only. Fine, guys. So now I'm going to have the next small, quick observation test from your side. I'm going to now have a test for you. Okay. And the test is this. And yeah, one more thing. Can someone paste the entire code in the chat box? So I will just paste again for everyone so that anyone is looking for help, anyone whose code is working, fine. Thank you. So I'm going to copy that code, and here I'm going to paste it for everyone. So for everyone, you can see this code if you are looking for any help. If your code is working fine, then there is no need of checking other students' code. Everyone has their own style, their own format, own variable declaration process. Don't see the code if it is working fine for you. All right. So now I'm having one test for you, and the test is this. The test is this, and what you are going to do is this. See, I'm going to print this value. Pay attention. I'm not going to tell you anything. What is the purpose of this question? I'm not going to tell you. You only tell me what you understood by this code. Okay? I'm going to run this code. This is a test of your observation skills. Tell me what you understood. This is a test of observation skill. Let me see who has a sharp observation skills. Who has a sharp observation skills? Yes, very good. Anyone who said that I gave in the random order, and actually here I see I gave in random order, but actually it's coming in the ascending order, in the proper sequence. Now you are right. Now give me the second answer. What is the moral? What is the moral? Yes, very good. Please note here, whenever you are going to print any collection that is set, then please note it will show you the value in the automatic sorting. But one very important thing, don't forget, if you use this in the for each loop, if you use in for each loop, then it will not come in the sequence. Then it will come exactly in the same sequence. Again repeating, when you are going to print any entire set, I'm talking about entire set in one shot, then you will see the value in sorted manner, because set internally does sorting. But when you are doing for each loop of this, then it will not do sorting. It will print first of all 2, then 3, and then 1, because in for each loop, it doesn't do any kind of sorting for you. Okay. And now if I do this kind of thing, let's say I did in list. Look at this. I'm doing list, list, and list, and print. Line number 4, what happened? New list. Oh, okay. New set. One minute. My bad. List and my list, or let's say bank. Copy this, and copy this, and copy this, and semicolon, and execute. What happened now? Invalid type. What happened? List of this. Oh God. Oh, wait a minute. My bad. List of integer, and then after that copy this and paste, and new, and copy this and paste, and this, and this bank account set it is here, and added the value and print and execute. And now let me show you what's going to happen in the case of list, and debug, and tell me, Do you see the same thing in list also? Do you see the same thing? No. So this is the interview question, that auto sorting feature is available in what? They will ask you in which collection, or maybe they will give the option also to you. And please note, auto sorting is only available in the set. And also one more thing is there, that is map. But right now you did not learn maps, so leave it. But please note, in the set, automatic sorting is given. Okay, fine. Let me see now. So this was the question asked in Amazon. Okay. So what contains auto sorting feature? Set or list and set. And please note, this works when you're printing the set, printing the entire set, not while processing in for each loop. Note this point. And now here, please note, this is the requirement which you are going to work on, and you are going to give me the answer of this in the next session. Okay, this one is going to be your requirement of next session. Work on that and give me the answer in the next session. I will mail you also. Work on this. Okay, so now here, now pay attention here. So please note that in this case, now I'm going to take you to the next level, the third level. Set is completed. Okay, now I'm going to tell you one interesting thing. Pay attention. Here I have one interesting question for you. As per the previous session, whatever we discussed, or maybe today's session also, can collection contain the record? A record, can collection contain a record? S object in collection. Can we save record? Integer is fine, double is fine, string is fine. Yes, you're right. Even record also you can save. That you will come to know in future. Okay, that will come to know in future. Now assume that here, understand this very important thing. Very few people know about this. Understand this. Fine, we can save the record. Means what I can do, let's say I have a table, I have a object. There are only two fields. Let's say name and age. Okay, that's it. Only two fields are there. So I'm having record number one, where name is Ajay. Listen carefully, very important. Age is 20. One more record, Vijay. Name is age is 40. Okay. Now the object name is, let's say, employee. That's it. EMP underscore underscore C. That is the object name. So now tell me how you will declare the set for this set. How you will declare set which will contain these values? How you will declare the set? It's very simple. If you stick with your basic rules, which I told you for integer, same rule here. How you will declare a set for this? First of all, what you will write? Set. Correct answer. Set of what? What is the data type? What is the data type here? Integer, string, what? What is the data type? What kind of data you are storing? Yes, it's a S object data type. Very good. S object. So EMP underscore underscore C. Very good. And you are absolutely right. So please note, the data type is, the entire record is the data type. And please note here, in this case, I will write uh, set I will create in the bracket. The data type is employee underscore underscore C. Then I'm going to create a name. Let's say EMP set equal to new, and just copy this and paste it here and this. Fine, your set is ready. Okay, so now set for storing employee records. Fine. Okay, now assume we have below records. Okay, assume that record number one we are having, is, let's say, and assume that fields in objects, only two fields, one is name and another is age. That's all. Okay, so assume that we are having this record number one, and the record is Ajay and age 10. Okay, and record number two, Vijay 20. Okay, now my question for you is, Question number one. Can I save these records in list? Possible? It is possible? Of course possible, because here collection can save. If it is in set, then of course should be in the list. What is the difference then? If actually I can, what is the difference between them? They are almost same, right? Only the duplicate thing is different. That's it. Otherwise they are same. So if I can save in set, I can definitely save in list. Fine. Question number two. Can can we save duplicate duplicate records in list? Is it possible? Can I say something like this? Record number one and record number two, Ajay 20, and here Ajay 10. Same, Ajay 10, Ajay 10. Is it possible? Yes, absolutely. It's a list. In list, duplicate values are possible. Okay. Now, my question number three, if I save same data in set, will it allow? Same thing I'm going to do in set. Will it allow? Very good. It will not allow. Why? Why? How it will identify? How it will identify? How or why? When it will allow? Or when it will allow? Tell me. When it will allow? So that is the last point. That's the moral of all these activities from line number 1 to 17. Line number 17 is the moral. Tell me when it will allow. When you say it's not duplicate means what exactly? Tell me the exact statement as the interview answer. Tell me exact statement. Which value should be different or what you said? Give me the exact answer. Yes, very good. This is the correct answer. At least one field value should be different. Very good. So please note here at least one field value to be different between two records. Then only Salesforce allows, or in fact, here list allows, and sorry, not list, set allows entry of such records. You are absolutely right. Correct. At least one field. So please note at this time it will compare by fields by fields by fields. It will compare by fields. And that's the important moral I wanted to tell you. So you are correct now. Okay. So I hope everyone understood that if someone is going to ask you that how in the terms of records this is managed, you can tell it is managed by comparing each and every field. If any one single field is actually having different value, fine, it will allow. Any at least one field is necessary. Okay, fine, good answer. So now I'm going to proceed for one more important thing, and that is nothing but the map. But before that, you tell me what is the still problem with this list and set. See, I'm going to tell you the scenario. See, for example, I'm having this list and I'm talking about the salaries. Okay, I'm talking about the salaries of employee. Okay, and one employee is having 10,000 salary, 20,000 salary, and 30,000 salary. But the problem I'm facing here is, let's say the problem if I, and this is the list. Okay, this is the list, and this is the set. 10K, 20K, 30K. Now, what is the big problem with set? What is the big problem with set? The big problem. The big problem with set. What is that? No duplicate is a benefit. It's not a problem. No duplicate is not a problem. It's a benefit. What is the problem? No indexing. Very good. Actually, it is not possible to even identify which value is there, where, which value is present, where is 30K, where is 10K. It's not possible. Fine. So set is having a big problem. Okay. No issues. Now, as you said, set is having a problem, then I will go for list. Fine then. You said set is having problem, and that is the benefit of list. So 0, 1, 2. This way I can work. And right now I'm only focusing on the indexing. So forget about duplicate values. I'm not focusing on that. Right now you also focus on indexing. Okay. So I am facing the problem of identifying the values at the location. So I stopped using set now. You're right. And I'm going with the list now because I can see there is some numbers present. But do you think this is a kind of really a complete solution, or do you think it's in the practical process when you see the large things, is it a correct solution, or is it a kind of user friendly solution? What is the problem? Is it really a user friendly thing? Yes, it's not user friendly thing, and the problem is, are we going to identify the record by 0, 1? Salary of Ajay is 469th value. Salary of Prakash is 978. Are you going to do all these things like that? How it's possible? It's not a practical way that you are going to identify the value by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So please note, this is a big problem. In practical world, in real time world, we cannot do all these things, and we cannot identify the values by numbers. But suppose if I say you that instead of these numbers, I say you that you do one thing then. Then you identify this by Ajay, Prakash, and Tom. Now it's easy. Forget about 0, 1, 2. Instead of that, use Ajay, Prakash, Tom. Now it's easy. Yes, now it's absolutely easy. And please note that is exactly what you are going to get as a solution in the third and final type of collection, that is called as map. How? Let me tell you. Map says that Shekhar, I know you are suffering with this issue, 10K, 20K, and 30K, and you're not able to properly identify the value. I know that. Please note, do one thing, take one more dimensional extra from my side. Please note, list and set is it's a one dimensional data. List and set is a one dimensional data. Now Salesforce says use my new feature for you, two dimensional data. That is like this way. So one more dimension is coming for us like this. And what you want here, Ajay? Fine. You mention here Ajay. Here Peter. Okay, fine. Peter. Here Tom. Okay, Tom. Problem solved. That's all. And this is called as map, the two-dimensional structure. And please note, it's also very, very important for the real-time project. Let us see first of all some theory, and let's spend more time on practical. Let me complete the theory. This is the most powerful type of collection. It works on the pair of elements, never as a single value, like list and set. So please note, it is not possible that you can create a map and you can add the values here 20, here 30, here 10, here Ajay, here Peter, and they are blank. Absolutely not possible. Pair is necessary. And it has a pair in the format of key and value. Means, please note, this section is called as key and this section is called as value. It's always in the format of key and value. Keys cannot be duplicate, same like set. These keys cannot be duplicate. Values, yes, duplicates are fine, like a list. Okay, this is a rule. You have to follow this only. Fine. We have keys and values of any data type. We can have of any data type. You can go for string, boolean, integer, double, your wish, even as object, your wish. Do whatever you want to do as per the customer's requirement. Next, maps are specially used when we cannot refer records easily using 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, such meaningless numbers which has no connection to business process in list. We need something which is related to business to refer the values, and also this is very important, user friendly, means developer friendly you can say, but anyways they are also user of Salesforce only, so that should be something a kind of user friendly in terms of the implementation. So friend, friendly. So next, hence we use map than list in such cases. Okay. Next, the tip for you: 50% times in the real-time project, you will use maps for the complex processing. And I hope you understood now. This is given a maximum percentage for you. Please note, this shows you very clearly that how maps are also important. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you how actually it's going to be useful. So for example, actually the scenario will be something like this. Suppose you have to go for list way. In the list way, you are going to work on that. So what you'll do, pass value 0 and get the mobile number of Harry. Pass value 1, get the mobile of Harry. Peter, absolutely non-user friendly. But map says Pass the mobile number of Harry and get the mobile bill. Pass the mobile number of Peter, get the mobile bill. So use some kind of business value, not the meaningless 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now let me tell you one more important thing. The scope of set versus list versus map in the real-time project. Pay attention. This is a question for you. When we are not interested in XYZ, then there is no meaning of using map. What is that? Tell me. When we are not interested in XYZ, then there is no meaning of using map. What is that? When we are not interested in XYZ, then there is no meaning of using map. Yes, key values, key value pair. Yes. When you don't want the key value pair format, that's the correct answer. If you don't want the two key value pair, two dimension, anything, these are the correct answer. Then you go for map. Yes. If values are not going to be duplicate, then go for set. If values are going to be duplicate, then go for list. No need of using map if you don't want the key value pair format. If you're happy with this, then go for list and set. Don't go for map. Okay. So here, for example, I have a collection which has all the transactions of bank. Listen carefully. This is a question for you. I have a collection which has all the transactions of my bank account. Okay. Bank account. I need to calculate all transactions and make sum and mail to CEO. Fine. Do I need to use key for this? Do you think any key is necessary, or just simply calculate the values and send to CEO? Absolutely necessary. Absolutely not necessary. Here we don't need key. You just want the values, sum the value, send it to CEO. Then don't you think you can manage this by the list also or set also? So just add the values, make a sum for each loop, send. That's it. No one is asking you that this bank account belongs to which person, this transaction is for food, that transaction is for movie ticket, that transaction is for employees new cabin. Who said that? Just manager is CEO is asking you that give the sum, give me the sum, that's all, nothing else. So there is no need of using the map. This kind of examples you can solve by list or set kind of things. There is no key necessary. Okay. What about this now? So here what we can do, is I will give you another scenario, modification of this now. If I need to pass month and get the transaction amount only for that month, and then do some calculations, then tell me, then I need map or not? Then I need map or not? I want to pass a month and then get the transaction. Of course, I need map. Now I will do something like this. Here, January month, $10,000 expenses. February month, $20,000 expenses. March month, $30,000 expenses. Now I want to pass this value J, January, and get this answer. February, and get this answer. So this way, I want the information in this structure. And if I'm using this in the format of list, then how it will be? In the format of list, it will be something like this. I will be having 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 0, 1, 2. And the way we saw on the list, how we can pass 0, that is get function. Pass 0, get 10,000. Pass 1, get 20,000. That we have seen in the list. But is manager saying something like that, or are we having that requirement? No. We don't want to pass 0, 1, 2. We want to pass a meaningful data. Always, in such case, you go for map. So please note, it's very simple actually in the real-time project to take a decision. When you want to pass, when you're okay and happy with 0, 1, 2 kind of thing, then map. You don't want even identifier. You don't want nothing. You don't want just anything. Go for set, because there is nothing. And you want a meaningful data, then you go for the map. Now do one thing, take 2 minutes of time and quickly tell me in your words when you will use map, set, and list in your job. Take 2 minutes, just 2 minutes activity, and tell me when you will use map, set, and list in your job, in your words. In your words. Even one word is fine, even 2 words are fine. Your understanding is important. Here we are not in a school that you should do a complete in one statement or 2 statements. Just one word is also okay. So when you use set, when you will use list, and when you will use map, just tell me in one word also fine. Superb. So good to see the understanding, good to see the clarity. Whenever you have a key value set map, whenever you want to identify any value by some business information, name of the customer, phone number, month, then you have no other solution than map. It's absolutely simple. When you have to have some meaningful key, okay? But you're not interested in meaningful key, the 0 1 kind of key is also okay for you because it's not so important for you to have a key. Go for map. Sorry, go for list. And suppose you are having no requirement of any key. Key is not required. Even 0 1 also you don't need. And one more thing, you want a unique value. Then go for set. Okay. So this way you can very easily take a decision in your job. By these examples, don't forget those. Fine. And now, yeah, good, correct answer. And now, guys, it's time to quickly start a map for a few minutes. We are having time. And please note here that this will be now on the screen. Go to the Salesforce environment. Go to the Salesforce environment quickly. And I'm going to tell you my requirement fast. And we'll start few activities of map only, and then we'll close the session. So my requirement is this. Let me see how you guys will respond now for your requirement. My requirement is map of employee names with their mobile number. Okay. This is my requirement. Map of employee names with their mobile number. And now see, I'm going to do what? Listen very carefully. Okay. First of all, forget about this. Forget about this. First of all, how to declare a map. Let's learn that. Pay attention. How to declare a map. First of all, what should I write? The keyword. What should be the keyword? Correct. Very good. Map. Then which bracket? Then what? Angular bracket. Very good. Now, what do you think? How many values should be there in terms of data type? How many data type I should declare? Two. Very good. So I'm giving comma. Very good. Something here and something here. Very good. Okay. Then after that what? Then what? Declare the variable name. Correct. So let's say, for example, my demo map. Okay. I'm just teaching you demos. That's why I'm writing my demo map. Then what? Fast. Be fast. Equal to. Very good. Then new. Very good. And then I'm going to copy this, copy and paste, and bracket and semicolon. That's all. Okay. This is a hint for you. Now let's make it more clear. Let me write here xxx and here yyyy and xxx and yyyy. Okay. Please note xxx means nothing but data type of key. Okay. And yyyy is nothing but data type of value. Fine. Now I'm your junior. I don't know anything about Salesforce collections or maybe map. Please help me. What should I do? Tell me in the chat box. What should I write here? First of all, what should I write? Map. Very good. Then comma. Very good. What is before comma? For me, what is before comma? Now wait. Here is the test of your common sense. Tell me when I'm going to store two things, mobile number and then the name. Mobile number and name. Duplicate, non-duplicate. Tell me now here what will be the mapping. Match the following. Match the following. Tell me what is what? Mobile number duplicate and name duplicate. What do you think? What do you think? Name duplicate? Okay. Name duplicate and mobile number will be non-duplicate. Okay. Very good. Now you match one more thing. One more match the following. This will be key or this will be value. Match the following. Which one key? Which one value? Now mobile number should be key or the name should be key. What should be the key? Mobile number and name. Mobile number should be key and value should be name. Why? Keys are what? Always Keys are always what? Keys are always unique. Very good. Correct answer. So please note, don't forget this important information which I gave you. Please note here, read it carefully, which I already shown you before 5 minutes. Please note, keys cannot be duplicate, value can be duplicate. So you have to identify in your project that two values are given. Okay, which one is unique? Unique, fine, put in key. This one duplicate. Duplicate, put in value. Very good. Absolutely correct answer. So now here we go. So tell me, what should be before comma? What should be before comma? Phone number or name? Phone number or name? Phone number. Phone number of what data type? Integer. Very good. Correct answer. After comma? After comma? Boolean. Where are those Boolean people? Or those who said string or integer? Any wrong answer this time? Very good. Now this is correct answer from your side. String. This is now name. Okay. And let's say I will give employee map. Okay. Something like that. And next equal to, and the new, and I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here and done. What about you? What about you? Now there is a question, why values are coming first? Where is value? Where value? Which question? Which line you're asking about? Integer is a value? Integer is a value. When we said integer is a value? When we said integer is a value? Watch the video of this class 2 times again. We never said integer is a value. Then why you are saying it's a value? Watch the video 2 times and you get the answer. It's clearly mentioned what is what, and still you are saying integer is a value. Watch the video 2 times. Now guys, here is the important thing for you. What is your, now I'm going to tell you your requirement, okay? Now wait, I'm going to tell you your requirement. Just give 1 minute. Your requirement is this. This is your requirement. Okay, this is your requirement. But before that, I want to put everything in the comment. What should I do? What you will advise me as a junior? As a junior, what you will suggest me? How can I put everything in the comment? This one, right? This one is the correct method, right? This is time wasting method, correct? This one I should follow a time wasting process. Then what should I follow? Give me the correct suggestion. I'm your junior. Yes, I should follow / star, come at the bottom, star / in 2 seconds only. No need to waste time ///////////. Very good. Okay, fine. Now you do one thing. The last question for you. Declare your map. This is your requirement for the next session. Right now you only declare the map. Be fast. Declare the map for me and show me the answer. What you will do? First question, which will be duplicate? The mobile brand model number is duplicate, that is the brand name, or the price? Do you think so? What do you think is a duplicate? Like price can be duplicate or mobile model number? I think model number can be duplicate. Price will be always unique for every mobile phone, correct? Every mobile phone in the industry will have always unique price. Yes, very good. Price is duplicate. Then if price is duplicate, then price will be what? Key or value? If price is duplicate, then what it will be? Value. Fantastic. Very good. And now you have to declare your map. Do that. Only 10 seconds for you. Only 10 seconds for you. Fine. Map. Okay. Then before comma, what we should give? We should give the data type of key. What is key here? Key is the mobile model number. So what is the data type? String. Very good. Data type of key is string. What is value? Value is price. Duplicates are values. Okay. What is that? Integer, for example. Okay. Then mobile, price, map. Any name you can give. There is no rule for this. Your wish. And also, don't forget to give at the beginning where. Then equal to, then new. Then copy this and paste it here. And congratulations, you have understood the first part or first step of map collection also, which is most of the times confusing for many people in the industry. But now you are confident, I'm very sure. Also, in the remaining things in the next session we are going to see, that will be also confident to you. Now, anyone is getting late, please log out. Anyone is having question, stay in the session and let me know your question one by one. In next session, we are going to continue this map. Anyone is having any question, please type quickly because answering your question, I have to go to also office. So be fast, and if you have any question, then let me know. So there is a question that here the student is able to not able to get the answer of this code. Okay, he's saying he is assuming that will it not show the size first this kind of data. So he is saying, look, I'm adding string data in my collection, but it's not showing me the proper value in the size. Now, please note, guys, at what line number he is doing a mistake. What is the line number he is doing mistake? Tell me the line number. Line number 11. Very good. So the student who asked this question, take 1 minute of time and tell me what mistake you have done. Solve by yourself only, because now it's not good that others should answer you. It is not good. So you only identify now. For you, line number 11 is wrong. It's a mistake. Okay. So meanwhile, I will see other questions. You take 1 minute of time and give me the answer. Let me see the next question. How to clear the set? So you can go for the remove function which I said. Can a key contain another key value pair? No. That is possible, by the way. You can just add some kind of complex format in that, map into map. That's okay. But again, in this case, you need to understand that that will be not exactly in the key value pair. It will be in the format of another map, map inside map, map of map, etc. Such kind of things are possible. Extreme complex scenarios, by the way. And there is a question about S object. S object means nothing but it's nothing but a record. So a variable which contains the entire record is called as S object type variable. For example, here, if I open any existing record, so the person who asked me this question, you answer me this question quickly, fast. If suppose I want to store, if suppose the person who asked this question, if I want to store this, then what kind of variable is necessary for me? Be fast. I want to say chemicals or mechanical, or let's say maybe IT industry. What should be the data type? Be fast. The person who asked this question, you tell me fast. Others are answering, you are not answering. The person who asked this question, where are you? I'm strange. Surprised. So what's going on? Okay, when you are only not answering the question, then how you will identify? So fine. Anyways, then I will skip the question because you are only not answering. Then what can I do? Let me go for the next question. And let me go for the next question. So the next question here is, if key has duplicate, we cannot use map, right? Yes, you're right, because it will not allow, it will throw the answer. Okay. Next. There is a question of using the so there is a question that it's always mandatory to mention key first and value in the map. Yes, you are right. It's compulsory that first you declare the key, comma, then value. It's a compulsory thing. No change in the sequence allowed. Next. Sorting is required. Did not understand your question. Please ask the complete question. What sorting or where you are saying this? And next is so there is a question of declaring the fields in employee object. Now, guys, here, what is the answer of this question? Tell me. The question is how we can declare the fields in employee object. How we can do this? Yes, that we have seen in the admin syllabus only. Go to the object and create the fields in that object. So please note, this is something we have done already in the past, and that's possible by this way. Whenever in any object you want to declare any kind of fields, just do one thing, go to the object and then go to the setup and create the fields the way we have seen in the admin syllabus. So this is something not new for you. And please note, creating the field is same thing in programming also and in admin also. Next, there is a question about duplicate value and it will throw error in anonymous window. Yes. In the map, it will not allow you. Yes. Map value can be null. Yes. It can be null also. Suppose key and value both are duplicate, then what can we use? But we need mapping also. Actually, first of all, it's not possible. So the question is wrong because you cannot have key and value both duplicate. And suppose assume that you got such kind of data from customer, then you have to check with the customer and ask them that we need to have a non-duplicate data for key because key is not going to allow. So change the data from customer or ask your customer to do the needful or maybe speak with the BA. So there is a question that if you are only looking for one-dimensional data, then the best practice is list and set. Yes, you are right. One-dimensional data, you are not looking for any kind of key things or key value pair. Then yes, then we need to the forget about the maps. Okay, now I think that person is asking me the or giving the answer. So please note the person who asked me the question that what can you explain me the S object. Now this was for you. So anyways, my question was for you is that what kind of data you will use, what is the data type or what is the variable type you will use for this? And already student answer and they said it's a string. Correct answer. Now suppose if I ask you, let's say any kind of number, let's say for example, here there is a number of employee, let's say 100. What kind of variable you will use for this? That's integer. Very good. Fine. This is okay. But do you know any kind of variable which will help you to save entire record? Is it possible by integer or string or boolean or double or by any way? Entire data, I'm saying entire record, it's not possible. Then Salesforce says then use s object type of variable. It means you are saving the entire record. So s object means record, entire record. So I hope the person who asked this question, you are clear now what is the meaning of s object, entire record. Can we have multiple value against one key? No, not possible. One key, one value only. Will it allow same data type for key and value? Yes, absolutely possible. Means in the key also string, in the value also string. Yes, possible. For example, in the key you are passing his user ID, and in the value you are giving his full name. Yes, both string possible, both integer possible. Yes, possible. If objects allow duplicate records, can we load the records into the set? No, it will not allow because fine, in general, we are adding duplicate records in Salesforce database. That's okay. But when you're adding in the set, it will not allow. Is there any limit of size in storing data in the collection? There is no limit. 100 records, 10,000 records, or 50,000 records, totally fine. If there are two unique values like mobile number and account number, then how to declare map for this? Now here you have to take a decision that what you are going to pass and what you are going to get. Now that will be your decision. Next. And mostly this depends on business to business, by the way. But anyways, you go for any format, it's okay. You pass mobile number, you pass account number, it's totally okay. So please note, there's a question about the can we delete the key? We can actually remove that, or we can just make the modifications in that, let's say data, but we cannot delete it. Like we have to completely remove that entire entity, or mostly we do one thing instead of that. We also perform one activity. So when we go for the map format, then most of the time we replace the information. And let me see. So in short, in the map we can clear the value, remove all the key value pair that you can do. Apart from that, we can also do one thing in the map. We can actually remove, for example, let's say a specific entity. We can just remove that, remove the specific key, and that's also possible. Means the entire value will be removed. Like this, you can do. Means, for example, something like this. Uh, let's say you have this map. You have this map. Okay, and the format is mobile number 111 mobile number, and name of the person is John, and 222 mobile number, name of the person is Peter. This is map. So you can delete this entity, entire one. So you can delete that one, but not only this much. Okay, you will delete entire one. So that is the answer of your question. I hope you got the answer. And let me see the next question. Let me see what is the next question. Even the text gets displayed in the ascending order, right, in the set? Yes, you are absolutely correct. Set value will put in the ascending order for text also, number also. Yes, you are right. In railway reservation, when we are booking the ticket, so S object will be used. So please note that first of all, in almost all the programming languages, this is what we do. Collections are used in every technology. And suppose there is a project which is going on with Salesforce, and let's say some kind of railway project, then yes, the data will be, if you want to store the entire record of the passenger, then you have, let's say this is the passenger record, where the name of the passenger, last name, first name, and his source and destination, and this entire information you want to save, then yes, you have to create the S object type of data, and then you can save. That is right. And the associated value will be also removed in the delete key. Yes, that is what I said, because the student asked, can you delete key? And for that, I said, if you delete the key, the entire value, everything is gone. So everything is gone. Key gone, value gone, everything gone. Okay. Is map stored in a program memory? Yes, on the live memory, on the heap memory, on the runtime memory. Okay, not in the database. As I said before, few days only. Fine, guys. All the questions are answered. Again, good quality questions I have seen here. Well done. And please watch the video one more time, because tomorrow we have to work on map. I'm going to sign out. Let's meet tomorrow. See ya.